try to take the word I can't out of our vocabulary. Let's just try to take that out of our vocabulary. And even like, and this is something that's really good for us to teach our kids, teach our teams. So, and try to change it to I choose to, or I choose not to. Okay. So I choose to, or I choose not to. So it's really common for a lot of us for us to think, well, I have to work. I have to work. I have to. The reality is none of us have to work. The reality is if we don't work, then we're not going to be able to earn
There's
income.
consequences. There's
There's
natural
consequences.
consequences that will
There's
happen to all of our choices.
right. And so I think we have to kind of like, so, people say, well, I have to work. It's like, well, actually, no, you don't have to work. But if you don't work, then you can't put food on your table, then you can't pay your rent, then you might be actually homeless. And like there's a ripple effect of those choices. And some people make those choices. But I think what we have to do is when we think about choices, and taking that word I can't out of our vocabulary, then choosing to I choose to or I choose not to. And sometimes those choices that we have are a lot more attractive than other choices. But try to train ourselves to take out the word I can't. I can't, and then changing it to I choose to or I choose not to. There's a lot of things that are not great options. They're not great choices, but they're still choices. And it's
And
actually a really great exercise. Like class, okay, if I have an example, okay, last night, at our in our home, one of our kids was like working busy trying to get some math assignment done. And he's like, I have to get this done. I have to get it. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't have to do anything. I said, I would love you to get that done, but I also really want you to go to bed at a certain time because I know the ripple effect if you don't get enough sleep. This is what's going to happen. And I told him, I said, change the language from you have to versus I choose to or I choose not to. It's a really simple mindset shift that we can actually do that all of a sudden gives people choice. And when people have choice, all of a sudden they feel a little bit more empowered versus life is happening actually to them.